Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into the world of Xerox, the company known for printers and copiers. Get ready for a wild ride because we're looking at some interesting financial moves that could either make or break their future. Are they making copies of a good strategy, or is this a recipe for a paper jam? Let's find out. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we discuss these reports daily. This report is called an 8K, which is basically a corporate breaking news announcement. Companies use it to tell investors about big events that could affect the company. This particular one is from May of 2025. It's all about Xerox getting some extra cash and how they plan to use it. The main event here is that Xerox, through one of its smaller companies called Xerox Issue Corporation, finished selling $100 million worth of something called senior secured second lien notes. Think of these notes as IOUs or bonds, but with a twist, they're senior secured, meaning if Xerox goes bankrupt, these note holders get paid before some other lenders. They are second lien, meaning other lenders get paid before them. These note holders get paid before some other lenders. They are second lien, meaning other lenders get paid before them. These note holders get paid before some other lenders. They are second lien, meaning other lenders get paid before them. These note holders get paid before some other lenders. They are second lien, meaning other lenders get paid before them. These note holders get paid before them. These notes also have a high interest rate, 14%, which is significantly more than you get from your bank. It means investors see them as risky, but with a high reward. These new notes are added to a previous set of notes from April, bringing the total to $500 million. All these notes together will be treated as one group, so any changes or agreements will apply to everyone who owns them. So what is Xerox planning to do with this $100 million? They want to use it to help buy Lexmark International 2 LLC, a company they announced they were buying back in December of 2024. They will also use the cash to pay off Lexmark's debts and cover the costs of making the deal happen. The Lexmark acquisition refers to when Xerox buys Lexmark. These notes come with a hefty interest rate of 13.5% per year, which they have to pay twice a year starting in October of 2025. While waiting for the Lexmark deal to close, the money from these notes is being held in a special account called an escrow account. When Xerox finally gets Lexmark, the money in that escrow account will be released, and Xerox Issuer Corporation, that company we talked about earlier, will disappear and merge into Xerox Corporation. Then Xerox Corporation and its parent company, Xerox Holdings Corporation, will take over the responsibility of these notes, guaranteeing them along with some of Xerox's other companies. Soon after the Lexmark purchase, Lexmark and some of its companies will also guarantee these notes. This means that the notes will be backed by almost all of Lexmark's stuff too. Xerox can buy back these notes early, but they'll have to pay extra. Before April of 2028, they have to pay the original price plus a make-whole premium, which is like a penalty for paying early. After that date, they can buy them back at prices listed in the agreement. They also have the option to use money from selling new stock to buy back up to 40% of the notes before April of 2028. But again, they'll have to pay a premium. If there's a change of control triggering event, which means Xerox is bought by someone else, Xerox has to offer to buy back the notes at a slightly higher price. The agreement for these notes has rules that limit what Xerox Corporation, and their smaller companies can do. These rules include things like taking on more debt, paying dividends, or selling off important assets. The agreement also lists events that would cause Xerox to be in default or violation of the contract. This includes things like not paying interest, breaking the rules of the agreement, or going bankrupt. If you want all the nitty-gritty details, you can find the full agreement called the indenture as an exhibit to this report. This section just points back to what we already talked about in the first section, that Xerox has taken on this financial obligation by issuing these notes. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Xerox is betting big on this Lexmark acquisition. They're taking on a lot of debt with a high interest rate to make it happen. This could be a smart move if the acquisition pays off and Lexmark brings in a lot of profit. But if things don't go as planned, Xerox could find itself in a tough financial spot, struggling to pay off all that debt. The fact that investors are demanding such a high interest rate, 13.5%, suggests they see a significant risk in lending money to Xerox. This is a red flag. It means that the company's financial situation might not be as strong as they want you to believe. On the other hand, Xerox seems confident that they can turn things around with this acquisition. They're putting their money where their mouth is, and they're willing to take on a lot of debt to make it happen. This shows a level of commitment and a belief in their strategy. Ultimately, the success of this move will depend on how well Xerox integrates Lexmark and how quickly they can start generating profits from the combined business. If they can pull it off, this could be a game changer for Xerox. But if they stumble, they could face some serious financial challenges. Alright, that's our breakdown of Xerox's latest filing. What's your take on these moves and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description where we talk about these documents every day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.